Sunshine was out, at least in the Bay, with Steph Curry back on the floor in Chase Center.
Okay.
This is the first time that he has played here since January, and really, he didn't miss a beat. It's the first time, though, he came off the bench since March of 2012. So the final seconds of the first quarter here, DeAnthony Melton knows to find his guy, Steph Curry. This is what he does, DG.
That's all it takes one for a shooter.
Blows back. Jayshawn Tate there, blows past him.
Little wheeling and dealing, dicing him up.
And the smile. The third quarter, Aaron Holiday swings it to Kevin Durant. He knows these nets. He's getting his.
He's comfortable at home.
And then Curry blowing past his former teammate.
Come here, KD.
It's the burst. Gets it over Alperen Şengün.
Show him the shoulders.
Taking that one off.
Show him the shoulders.
The fourth quarter, though, 2 minutes to go. The Rockets, they built a big lead. They gave it up, so we are in clutch time. Usually that's not their strong suit, but here we go. Durant keeping the Rockets in the driver's seat here. And then a few plays later, Draymond Green finds Steph Curry. Just a little miscommunication there on defense, and he lays it up. And he took a little contact on that one, but there wasn't a call. And then Durant finds Şengün. They did call this on Draymond, and he had a couple of things to say about that. Nice play call there from Ime Udoka, though. And then Curry.
We'll give and go. Get it back.
On fire and letting the home crowd know. 16 seconds left here. Houston trails by 1. Durant gets it back to Şengün, who lays it up and in. So the Warriors, they got one more chance here. This is when you want to have the ball in his hands. I think this is why they didn't call a timeout, because you wanted to get it to Steph. No good. The Rockets spoil Curry's return with a 1-point win here, and this is so important for Houston in the standings. But with the loss here, the Warriors basically, they can finish no higher than 9th in the West. And to do that, they're going to have to win out, and they also need the Clippers or the Trailblazers to lose out. Otherwise, they're looking at needing 2 road wins just to get out of the play-in and into the 8th seed. But, Danny, I was impressed. The movement here of Steph Curry after missing so much time away, what stood out to you?
I mean, that second quarter, again, when you come back from an injury, it takes time to slow the game down. And it usually doesn't happen in the first game that you come back. For him, it looked like he had been doing some scrimmaging. Like, he looked like he was healthy. He got it back and slowed the game down. You see here in this transition, he's coming down. Him stopping on a dime and pulling up shows me that those legs are pretty sprightly. You know, like, he's able to do that. Again, he gets a switch here on a big, not even a big, kind of a mini big, but he's able to slice and dice, stop on a dime, change directions, get to the paint, get to the floaters, layups and finishes. That's when I'm like, all right, he's looking good. Right here, this is when I'm like, oh, he's back. He got KD in a switch. Somehow he gets a switch screen right here with Gary Payton. The second, gets some little dicing, hesitation, gets to the paint, got KD lost a little bit, floater, contact, N1, give him a little shoulder shimmy. You know, like, he's in rhythm right now. So to see that happen that quickly is like, he's obviously 37, 38 now, unbelievable, but it showed me that he had been taking his rehab very seriously and that he had been getting some scrimmage. And I don't know where and how and what group he's been playing with, but he's doing it at a very good level right now.
Danny, he got 2 scrimmages in last week. And I'll be honest, covering this story since he got hurt on January 30th, the amount of starts and stops, missed targets,
setbacks,
missed scrimmages, because every time Steph Curry would try to get going, he would feel swelling or he'd feel irritation. He would feel his knee. There's nothing structurally wrong, but like, it's what's been described to me is this is a 38-year-old's knee. He's dealing with elderly player's knee issue. And the amount of times I think Stephen Curry was told, hey, it's probably best for you to shut it down. The team's doctors involved that might have been like, hey, listen, we support if you want to call it quits this season. So him getting back on the court, I just think everyone in that locker room, that organization, they've given him all the credit. Like, it's all him. It's all his determination to get back out there on the court. And he said it the other day or last night, this is a new normal for him. I think he knows he's going to have to deal with some of these knee issues, possibly for the rest of his career, however long he plays. But even sitting him there, seeing him sit on the bench there, he had this big pad on his knee. That's not something we've seen from Steph Curry, and we'll see how long that has to last.
And certainly, maybe that is the motivation to try to get up to that 19 so they at least have one game at home, because really that's what this tells you, that this is their franchise cornerstone, of course. This is one of the all-time greats, of course. And any way that he can be back playing in front of those fans, that really is what we know Steph Curry to be and what he's proven to be once again in this injury. Again, all of these seeds still up on the line here as we go down the final days of the regular season. But we did have some breaking.
For Steph Curry to check in, missed the last 27 games with a knee injury. And it's Curry looking to put the moves, and he does with a hesitation, and the finish! Vintage Steph Curry.
Steph Curry putting on the show the fans want to see, and this place is going nuts.
Curry, step back. He buries it. He's back.
1 minute to go. Over the shoulder toss to Payton. Back to Steph. Quick three release. It's up and good. Oh, he nailed it. It's a 1-point game again.
Durant on the drive. Şengün on the dive, and he floats it in. 3 seconds left. Curry, step back. Missed it. And Houston is going to come away with a clutch win.
You can just feel it. We're back in the mix. We're back in the fight with Steph.
Sometimes it only takes one guy. Steph Curry is back. Look who's back here in the building. Stephen A., what's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing? What's up, big boy?
Hey.
Big bro, good to see you, man.
Vince Goodwill is with us as well. How's it feel to be back in New York?
You know what? I will say this. It's good to be back in studio. It's good to be back in the corridors of ESPN. I will say that I get here Saturday. It was like in the mid-70s.
About the weather?
2 hours later, it had dropped to 50. I'm like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of stuff that irritates me, but I'm all right. I'm all right.
He'll adjust just in time to bounce on out of here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Steph Curry, though. He made his return to the court last night for the first time in 27 games. Curry did come off the bench to manage his minutes. He dropped a cool 29 points in 26 minutes. That included a good look and what could have been a game winner at the end, but the Warriors fall short to the Rockets, 117-116. Here is Steph on his return.
Felt good. Some good nerves going into it, and coming off the bench, you're trying to pace yourself physically, mentally to get ready for your runs. And first run was tough. Second run was great. Second quarter, once I got my feet underneath me, and obviously the momentum carried.
You can just feel it. We're back in the mix. We're back in the fight with Steph.
No lies spoken there by Steve Kerr. They are back in the fight with Steph back. As I mentioned, he 26 minutes, dropped 29 points. But is it good for the Warriors to have Steph back, Stephen A.?
Well, for me personally, because he's 37 years of age or what have you, listen, it's definitely good for the Warriors. The brother's box office. He's spectacular. We know he's a big-time talent. And just the way he's a magnet for the cameras because he talks that talk and backs it up. He's just the greatest shooter God ever created, and he's a phenomenal player. Me personally, because age has kicked in, attrition to some degree, having missed 27 straight games, seeing him out there, I just hate it from the standpoint that it's useless for the Warriors. And you ain't going anywhere. You're going to be in the play-in as a 10th seed. You're going to go up against the Portland Trail Blazers. You might not make it out of the play-in. Watching Steph Curry is never bad for basketball. We all are treated to something special. Warriors fans are treated to something special. We get it. It's just that I'm thinking about, next year and the year after, how much time he has left. And I don't want to see anything happen to this brother because I need him. Because he and Ant-Man are my two favorite players in the entire NBA to watch. And I don't want anything to happen that could derail his health in any way for him or the Warriors. No Jimmy Butler there. They're clearly not healthy and whatever. I get it. I understand it. It's just that's where my trepidation kicks in.
It's great for the Warriors for him to come back. It's even better for the NBA that Stephen Curry comes back. Think about the double whammy of news that we received on Friday about Luka Doncic and then Austin Reeves and the Lakers. We're going to talk about them later.
Yep.
But on a Sunday night, he rolled back to Stone, right? Easter Sunday. I was trying to figure out, why is Stephen A. dressed like this? Oh, yesterday was Easter. All right, cool, got it.
Got a pastel blue?
Yeah, just a little bit. I respect it. No, but I think my mother's favorite player is Stephen Curry. She stayed up last night to watch him. Stephen A. talked about it. Box office, you want him to play. I wish, Stephen A., the first round was 5 games. A team like the Golden State Warriors, Stephen Curry on a hot streak, if they get there, you can put a scare into Oklahoma City. Now, even if you get there, you got to win 2 road games. You got to win in Portland, then you'd have to win in either L.A. or Phoenix just to get to Oklahoma City. Who wants to really see Stephen Curry be led to slaughter? Because at that point, look at the Golden State roster.
Yeah.
Second-round draft picks, undrafted players.
Warriors Nation news? Dub Nation? Let me ask you something right now. What kind of superstar misses 25 straight games, comes back in front of the home crowd for the first time since January, drops 29 like it is nothing, and somehow still leaves everybody saying, man, this team is dangerous if they just get one clean stretch at the right time. Ha! That is exactly where the Warriors are right now. Steph Curry returned on April 5th against Houston after missing 25 games with patellofemoral pain syndrome and bone bruising in his right knee. And even in a brutal 117-116 loss, he looked like Steph. Not sort of Steph, not old man managing minutes Steph, I mean real Steph. 29 points in 26 minutes, movement, burst, rhythm, audacity, all of it. Warriors.com called it 29 points in his first game since January 30th, and ESPN described it as a loud return that was missing only the final punctuation when his last 30-footer missed at the buzzer. Yeah, the shot did not fall, but Dub Nation saw what it needed to see. Number 30 still bends the game. And that is what makes this moment so emotional. Whew, because the comeback was not clean or easy. ESPN reported that Curry called this rehab his new normal, saying the process kept stopping and starting because pain would creep back in late in workouts and feel awful the next day. Warriors.com confirmed the same injury timeline, and the official update on April 1st said he had missed the previous 25 games before being cleared to increase on-court activity. This was not one of those simple little rest and return stories. This was a grind, a real grind. So when he came back and immediately looked comfortable pulling up, slicing into the paint, and creating against switches, that told Warriors fans something huge. The fight is still there, and the body still responds when he gets enough runway. Whew, that matters more than one missed buzzer beater. Now, let's be honest, because real fans do not fake it. The standings are rough. NBA.com's play-in picture had Golden State in 10th place after games played on April 6th, and the Warriors' own postseason preview also said they had clinched a play-in spot while sitting 10th. That means the path is ugly, no sugarcoating it. The play-in runs April 14 through 17, and from the 10 seed, the Warriors would need to win on the road just to keep breathing. That is pressure. That is a knife fight. But here's where I lean favorable to the Warriors anyway. If you are any Western Conference team and you see Steph Curry healthy enough to look like that after all this time away, are you really comfortable seeing Golden State on your side of the bracket? No chance. No sane fan says, yeah, give me Steph in a desperation game. That is not how fear works in the NBA. And there's another layer here that Dub Nation should not ignore. The Warriors are still thinking big, not small. On February 5th, Golden State officially announced the acquisition of Kristaps Porzingis from the Hawks. That was not a timid move by a team accepting mediocrity. That was a franchise looking at the end of the Curry era and saying, nah, we are not done trying to raise the ceiling. Porzingis gives them size, spacing, rim protection, and another offensive angle they simply haven't had consistently. So now imagine this. Steph gets back into rhythm, Draymond keeps organizing the chaos, Porzingis continues settling in, and suddenly this team does not need to be perfect for 3 months. It just needs to get hot at the right time. Whew. And the Warriors have built an entire dynasty on being the team nobody wanted to see once they caught rhythm. That is why I keep coming back to the same feeling after that Rockets loss. Yes, it hurt. Yes, losing by 1 at home stings. Yes, the standings got uglier. But the bigger takeaway was not failure. The bigger takeaway was warning sign. Warning sign to the league. Because if Curry can give you 29 right away after a layoff like that, then the Warriors do not need fantasy to believe. They need health, timing, and a little momentum. ESPN said Golden State went 9-18 during Curry's absence, which tells you exactly how much this team's identity changes when he is not there. With him, the geometry changes, the confidence changes, the shot quality changes, the fear factor changes. Yeah, and once that fear comes back, all the numbers people use to bury the Warriors start feeling a whole lot less comfortable. So here is my read, loud and clear. The Warriors are not in an easy spot, but they are still in a live spot. There is a huge difference. A dead team does not get this kind of jolt from one superstar return. A dead team does not suddenly make fans believe again after one night. A dead team does not make the rest of the conference start checking matchups and saying, please, not them. But Golden State still has that aura. Maybe not every night, maybe not for 48 straight minutes yet, but it is there. Aha, you can feel it. And with the Kings next on the schedule, according to Warriors.com, the opportunity is right there to build something fast before the play-in chaos begins. Dub Nation does not need to pretend the season has been pretty. It is not, but pretty does not matter in April. Dangerous matters, and the Warriors still look dangerous. That is why my conclusion stays favorable to the Warriors, not because the road is soft, not because the standings are kind, but because Stephen Curry came back and reminded everybody who he is, and because this franchise still swings like it believes something real is possible. That is enough for me to keep riding. Now I want to hear from you, Dub Nation. After seeing Steph come back like that, do you believe the Warriors can survive the play-in and scare somebody in the postseason? Drop your take in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Warriors Nation News, because when the pressure gets heavier, yeah, that is when this team gets the most interesting.